Okay, so when you think load, you think this backward move. This is fine.
Yeah.
But notice how your back hip is pinched in like that. That's what we want. So we were working on keeping this loaded. Okay? As you go forward, you don't want to lose that. So you don't want to give that up. So if you give that up by purposely getting out of it, okay? Not necessarily, because he was timed up on this stuff pretty well, but it's not as much of an active hip drive as you'd think. So what we talked about is this right hip is constantly coiling. This right hip is constantly pulling away. When you decide to swing, your hands turn the knob and the leg will react to that.
Pulling away meaning
it's going this
back?
way. It's like a spring. Okay, so the right side of your body is like a spring. Yes. Okay. So we'll just take you from here. Okay, so let's say we're okay with this position. Okay, I don't have a huge problem with where this is your launch position. You'll typically see guys a little bit more vertical here. So if you just look at your bat right now, if you watch Mike Trout, your favorite player in the world, okay, if you watch him, you're gonna see his upper half land like this, almost identical to what you look like, but when his legs are like this. Okay, so that elbow's coming down, the barrel's flattening out, that happens a little early. So what? I'm just gonna say, let's work with what you got right now. Does that make sense? We talked about there being a push right here. So how the knob is going to the pitcher right now, okay? We wanna turn that immediately. So right now, his right arm should turn the knob into his nose, okay? So, at contact, okay? Well, I'll show you after I do the video, okay? At contact, your barrel was parallel with the ground. You showed me, though, barrel below the hand. So I said, hey, take a slow motion swing to contact. What do you see? And you showed me a barrel below the hands, but you're not doing that. Yes, you want your barrel below the hands. The knob would then be above the left forearm. Okay? Now, I get that this is a lot. Okay? So this could be complicated. We gave you a drill to practice it. That stretch and fire, you start open, you create all of that tension in your back leg, and you're just trying to turn the knob in your nose. You can think right hand turns, left hand pulls the knob in. Okay, so that's the basis of what we're talking about. We'll go through a couple of swings. So the problem here is this pitch is down. You're pushing your hands to it. This is a pitch that you could drive if you just turn the knob into your face. But you're trying to sink down to this and get your barrel parallel with the ground, and that's just not that's not the best way for you to make contact with this. Oh, that one stung. So anyway.